Hello, ITPC. This is Steve, and you're watching Smoking Cowboy. Well, basically, since seeing my family over New Year's weekend, I got real sick last week. Just felt not good. Still a little, not 100% yet, but no, I mostly feel better. So that's good. So that's why no video last week. Made it through New Year's. It was good. Seeing family. And today I want to talk about two things. One is included in the blend I'm smoking. And the other is I did do the Secret Santa that Matthew set up, picking and piping, from Parsimonious Piper. And he got me two nice gifts. I don't know if you'll be able to see that well. The movie Father of the Flame. I have watched this. I think it was on a streaming service and I watched it. But obviously Ethan didn't know that. And I enjoyed it. It's a great film. So thank you for that. And this I definitely do not have is this book. Still Searching for the Pipe Dreams by Rick Newcomb. Um, which is really cool. I will probably slowly read it because that's how I do all my readings, slowly. Um, but I don't have like any pipe sort of books, so that'll be interesting. I was thinking about actually getting something, so that's perfect. Thank you, Ethan. I can learn more about this hobby of ours. So excellent. Um, Basically, for those not aware, uh, Matthew Picking and Piping's channel, he's done a Secret Santa for a couple years now, and you can participate. And so Ethan drew my name. The other thing I wanted to do was, so last year I did 10 for 10 blends. I was going to try to smoke 10 times. Basically, I have a lot of tobaccos in jars. And I can kind of get a little bit um, stuck in the blends that I like, that are in the jars, or just hopping and trying a bazillion different blends and making a huge mess of having a bazillion jars open. Or what I've found is more beneficial is to keep tobaccos in the tin. And I'm having an easier time of smoking through the blend, focusing on it, if the blend is like um, in a tin, drying out, so I feel like, oh, I got to keep smoking this or it's gonna dry out and go bad or something. And so last year it was kind of like, okay, well, and years prior I always basically would have two blends that I kind of had access to. And I try to limit myself to having two blends that I have access to. And I would smoke through those two blends. Well, some of my tins are 100 grams versus just 50 grams, and smoking through an entire tin or some of those was too daunting. I didn't want to open it and try to smoke through the entire tin because some of those tins could be over 30 smokes, uh, and I don't do that many smokes in a year. So I thought, well, what if I dictated which blends I was going to open that year when I went to open a new tin, in advance, but I kind of challenged myself to get at least 10 smokes of each blend, uh, so that I could give it a fair shake. And so I didn't actually feel like I was stuck smoking that blend until the blend was gone. So I picked out 10 blends, a bunch of them, and I gave the caveat, if it's biting me, I'm not going to smoke 10 times to find out, like, yeah, this doesn't work for me. So I had a number of blends that did not work for me, and then I found some other ones that were good, and I already did a video about those blends that I smoked and kind of my year in review. Well, for the next year, the blends that I was going to pick, I think I have 11 here. This is the blend that I'm smoking right now, Savinelli Brunello. So I got an early start on this one. I probably already have like 7 smokes of this blend. It's a 100-gram tin, and I gotta say, I love it right now. I think this blend tastes fantastic. So this is a Virginia Burley with like a little topping on it. To me, the topping was kind of fruity, but it's still kind of like Lakeland-esque in the sense that it doesn't cover up the tobacco flavors too much. Very much Virginia Burley tobacco, but then it's got this little fruity topping. Um, I thought it was very delicious. This tin is from 2020, and I'm still tasting the topping, even with a little bit of age. So really tasty. Um, I I have a feeling I'm going to end up smoking this entire 100 grams this year. It's very tasty. Another blend that I wanted to try and get 10 smokes of was this Dorchester from Esoterica. I've had at least 2 or 3 smokes of this so far because I got a head start. Basically, I haven't smoked much this year because of being sick. Then I have a tin that I have. So the Dorchester I haven't smoked really before. This one I have smoked through a tin. This is a large 3.5-ounce tin, 100-gram tin. So, and this is from 2020. But I wanted to give it another try to kind of. It's been a while. It's been a while since I smoked this. I probably had this back in 2020. And then I bought some more. Um, and I just want to see how much I still like it. Another blend that I want to smoke this year because I love it so much is this Dunhill Dark Flake. I have had this before. I really enjoy it. This should be in prime order for smoking. It's from 2017, so I'm going to smoke that. I'm smoking this blend that I had already by suggestion from a friend, Dan Tobacco, Limerick, Virginia Flake. Hopefully this one suits my palate well. I'm sure it is tasty. Dan Tobaccos, I've had some that are okay, and then other ones that I like. I have a lot of their blends. I kind of fell into a brick and mortar that had a bunch of their blends old, and so I kind of have a stash of some of them. A blend by C&D, House Reserve. So these are kind of like limited blends. Like they come out with a different one of these, and you can only get them at the brick and mortar. Cavendish Burley in Virginia. I'm going to give this a try. I'm honestly skeptical whether or not this one's going to work with my palate. Um, so we'll see. Another blend, Robert McConnell, Red Virginia. So earlier on in my, I think it was Pat who said smoking career. It's my career. Early on when I was smoking, I think I had some super tangy, tart Red Virginias that really scared them off from me. But I hear great things about them. I've had this one for a while. I don't know what the year is on this, but it's got to be at least a year or two old. And I'm going to give this one a try. I hope that I like it. And then I'm probably going to open this McClelland 40th anniversary. I bought this at the pipe show that I last went to because I've never tried a McClelland, like more than just like a tiny sample that I had one smoke of or two. And so I wanted to give this a try. Looking forward to that. And then I have Wessex Brown Flake. So this is Virginia that's darker. I like Wessex blends, so I'm looking forward to trying this one. I don't know if I like it, but I'm going to try it. And then finally, Macmillan London blend. I tried a sample of this blend someone gave me, I can't remember. And I was so on it. I didn't like it quite so much. But that was like before I had opened any of these tins. So I haven't really opened any of these and tried smoking them. I want to open it up, give it a try, because I've heard really good things from a lot of people. I remember it not being harsh or offensive to my palate, and I know they're going to re-release this year, sometime this spring, so probably be one of the earlier ones that I crack open and try. Maybe later this month. So that's my blends. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Huh. 10. Yeah, 10. I also opened that Windjammer. That didn't work for me, so it got replaced. But anyway, of those, I've only had, realistically, I mean, London Burley Flake I've had before, but uh, 2 of the blends, so it'll be a lot of trying new stuff. And hopefully I find some other blends that I really enjoy. Definitely enjoyed this one. Really surprised how much I enjoy this blend. I was kind of expecting to not like this blend all that much. But I gotta say, it tastes really good. It's kind of like adjacent to the Peter Stockby 4th generation 1931, where the Virginia Burley makeup tastes very similar tasting tobaccos. I wouldn't be surprised if they were made by the same people. I don't know. Probably they are. And the toppings are just different. So this one's a little more fruity. But this is easy smoke. I have great experience with it when I smoke it every single time. It smokes great. I'm half tempted to throw this tobacco in a jar and move on for from it for a little while, because otherwise I'm gonna be real sad when it's done and I have to move on to something else. It would be easier if it's like, oh, later today, or I mean, later this year I can come back to it when I'm hitting some blends I don't like so much. And then the other blend that I have had a couple smokes of is that Dorchester. I took like over a week off from smoking a pipe. It's kind of crazy how much that reset my palate, where it just became very sensitive to all the flavors that I was smoking when I came back. And I think this was the blend I came back to, and the first couple puffs were great, and then it kind of became not great, but I was kind of breaking in a pipe. Um, and I know I've had other blends that were pleasant with this. This has a lot more topping on it than I would have expected. It's supposed to be a Virginia Perique. It doesn't say anything about any flavoring on it, but it definitely has a flavoring on it. Not that you can't taste the tobacco, and like not that it's like a full-on aromatic, but definitely got something going on there. So we'll see. This is a sort of blend that, because it's a ribbon cut, um, I get a lot of smokes out of ribbon cuts. Um, so this is definitely one that I'll probably smoke 10 times and then move on. But it's good. So that's where I'm at. Um, Anything else I got going on? It's supposed to snow tomorrow. It's been pretty chill. Winter here, not much snow. It's been kind of a downer year for the snow. Mild temperatures, but next week it's supposed to get cold. It's supposed to be nice and cold. Other than that, enjoying my black tea in my Eric Weaver mug. And I guess I will just enjoy my smoke. Talk to you later. Happy smokes.